Hello everyone, welcome to another video brought to you by Above the Game, a place to show real appreciation to the diversity in sports history. My name is David Montoya, and today's video is going to highlight the top 3 Hispanic players to play in the NFL. Let's get right into it. At number 3, we have none other than former Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo. Now, Romo has never been too vocal about his Hispanic heritage, but he's actually the grandson of 2 Mexican immigrant grandparents. Although this next fact doesn't really affect his nationality or his ethnicity in any way, the Dallas Cowboys actually have more Hispanic fans than any other team in the NFL. So it's just fitting that one of the best Latino players in NFL history was their quarterback for 13 years. In those 13 seasons, Romo threw for 34,183 passing yards, 248 touchdowns, and 117 interceptions. He also finished his career with a record of 78-49. Now, Romo was criticized for most of his career, basically because he's the Cowboys quarterback. Dallas Cowboys are the most hated and most loved team, but with a stat line like that, it solidifies him as one of the best Hispanic players to ever step onto a football field. Next up, number 2, Anthony Munoz, former Cincinnati Bengals offensive tackle. Now, Munoz is a Mexican-American player that grew up in Ontario, California, and he stayed in California throughout his college years while he played at USC. After college, he was drafted by the Bengals with the 3rd overall pick in the 1980 NFL Draft. He then went on to have 11 consecutive Pro Bowl selections, as well as 9 first-team All-Pro honors. Not only is Munoz one of the greatest Hispanic players of all time who paved the way for many others, but he very well may be the greatest offensive lineman ever in NFL history. Finally, at number 1, we have Tony Gonzalez. Although Gonzalez's Hispanic roots come from his Argentinian grandfather, in past interviews he said that he has identified with the Mexican culture because he was surrounded by it as a child. Gonzalez was in the NFL for 17 seasons, and he earned Pro Bowl selections for 14 of them. He also made first-team All-Pro 6 times in his career. His reign of dominance lasted for so long in the NFL. Even when he was traded from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Atlanta Falcons, he was still putting up some huge numbers and making some outstanding plays. In his 17 seasons, he racked up over 15,000 receiving yards and 111 touchdowns. Gonzalez revolutionized the tight end position and inspired Hispanics everywhere to play the game of football. That's going to be all for this one. That was the top 3 Hispanic players to ever play in the NFL. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another video brought to you by Above the Game, a place to show real appreciation for the diversity in sports history. My name is David Montoya, and I will see you all next time.